I'm Krystal Klear, originally from Dublin in Ireland, but now I live in Manchester in the United Kingdom. I'm a music producer and a DJ. The music that I'm making at the moment is kind of like my own interpretation or emulation of retro sounds, stuff predominantly from like the 80s funk and boogie, but saying that, like, I try to incorporate sounds varying from like a certain period of time. I used to quote it as like 1980 to like 1994, but ultimately I'm trying to kind of conceptualize my own sound from an influence from that perspective. I've been involved in music for years. Obviously, like anyone, has always loved music, but I've always been interested in making it and the creative side of it more so. I was like in a band when I was 11, maybe. I started playing like lead guitar in a metal band, playing like rock and metal until I was like 14. And then I kind of naturally started like listening to hip hop and early kind of trip hop stuff like Shadow, etc., bits and pieces like that. I started getting involved with some friends of mine, just hanging around at their night, which was called Hoya. Hoya was a night founded in Manchester 3 or 4 years ago by Ryan Hunn, who makes music under the name Illimsphere, and Johnny Dub. And the two guys kind of started their own night with the intention of just promoting music that they love. They kind of had their own thing, their own idea, and it naturally progressed to be quite popular. And then the two guys decided to incorporate four other DJs in becoming residents of the night. Claire Fifi, who is an amazing party DJ from Glasgow, who is part of a crew called Lucky Me. And then there's John Kay, who is like an encyclopedia of music, an old school legend in the UK DJing scene, and definitely a legend in Manchester and a phenomenally good DJ. Then there's Matt, who makes music under the name Lone, who is on R&S Records, and I think a lot of people would be very familiar with Matt's sound after the last year. He really blew up in the last year. And then there's myself. The guys that I DJ with, we play a lot of music that maybe 10%, 20% of the crowd are familiar with and the others aren't, so it's always good to find a nice balance where they're still down to check it out. So just an opportunity for us to all get together, play music we love, no holds barred, any genre goes, except R. Kelly. I never like to stick to one genre for too long, and I like to kind of mix it up as much as I can between anything. I really just like to DJ music that I think's dope, whether it be disco, boogie, dubstep, anything. I really like to mix up anything that I feel is good to me, that I want to play, In terms of the process that I make music, I use a fair bit of analog equipment, predominantly synthesizers. I don't think it's a requirement with the music I make. It's just I like the hands-on approach, and the sound is that little bit fatter and warmer. I use Fruity Loops to sequence a lot of stuff, and I mix a lot of stuff down in Logic, and I kind of like vary between the two. I know that if I had rushed at the beginning of my music making process, that I would have probably ended up releasing a record or putting something out there that now I'd cringe when I'd hear. To anybody starting to make music, is just don't jump the gun yet, because you probably don't realise your own quality. And in a certain period of time, it might be 2 weeks, it might be 3 years, you will understand, when it starts to fit together, and you'll truly appreciate the opportunity then of releasing it. I know, like, people who want to make music, the beginning can be really daunting, learning software, integrating your head around the language, MIDI, etc., stuff like that, but don't let them be barriers to stop yourself from doing it. I think once you cross that bridge, it can be an extremely therapeutic, creative process, and something that I'd encourage anyone to do. I think what Dubspot are doing are really cool. I think that if there was something like this when I was 18 years old, I would have ran to do it. I mean, the facilities look awesome. I mean, there's no doubt you've got all the correct equipment, or at least everything somebody could want to learn the fundamentals of what they need to know.
Welcome to Dubspot. We believe in providing you hands-on experience right away. Whether you're completely new to music and want to turn the sounds in your head into a musical reality, or you're an experienced artist looking to refine your skills and add new tools to your arsenal, we're ready to meet you at your level. For students of all ages, all levels, and all styles of music, Dubspot is here to help you achieve your goals. With course offerings both online wherever you are and at our school in the heart of New York City, we are ready to guide you through the next phase of your musical transformation. Whether you want to produce music, DJ, or do both, you've come to the right place. Come explore Dubspot for yourself, become a part of our community, and make music.